Hello again, this is Nishant Singh and my roll number is 20HS20042. Today we will be doing two tasks. Firstly, we will be simulating open loop control of a DC motor using Arduino and Proteus software. We will be using the PWM technique to control the speed of the motor. So this is Arduino, this is the motor shield. We will be using the channel A only because we will be controlling only this one motor. So for it, we will be using enable A, input 1 and input 2 control pins. Okay, so now let's move on to the source code. So this is the code for controlling the motor. So I have given the initial value of PWM as 200. You can give the PWM value from 0 to 255. This is pin number 12 is my input pin 1. I made it high in order to rotate the motor in clockwise direction. You can also rotate the motor in anti-clockwise direction if you give it a low value. So 8 pin number 8 is the brake pin. I have disabled the brakes. Pin 6 is the enable A pin. Enable A pin is the pin on which we will be generating our PWM signal to control the speed of DC motor. So here analog write. This analog write statement will generate the PWM signal. Average voltage generated for any particular PWM value can be calculated by using this formula, and the speed of the DC motor is proportional to the average voltage. Okay, so now let us run the simulation. So it is running. So we will have to wait for it to get to some stable value. Okay, so I think now it has reached some stable value. So this 34.9 is the speed and RPM of the DC motor. Okay, so now let us stop the simulation. We will go back and now we will change the PWM signal strength to say 100. Build it and then again run it. So we have achieved a stable value of 9.27 RPM. So ideally it should have been the half of the previous value, but it isn't because of many internal parameters which affect the speed of the DC motor. So it is not an ideal case. That is why we usually go for the closed loop control to get the optimal speed of the DC motor. So that's it for this one. So now in the part 2 of our video, we will see how to create some good looking dashboards even without having actual hardware. First, I have selected a slider and named it as water level controller, and a gauge and named it as water level in centimeter, and connected both of them. So I have put its range from 0 to 100 in step of 1. This is the gauge. It also has a range of 0 to 100, and for 0 to 30, 30 to 60 and 60 to 100, it will show green, yellow and red colors respectively. Second, I have added another slider and a chart. Slider is gas pressure controller. It its range is from 0 to 40, and a gas pressure bar. It is a bar chart and its value is also 0 to 40. So now let us see the node rate dashboard for it. So this is the water level. This is the water level controller. You can see the different colors and the graphics. This is the gas pressure controller. So in actual practice, these inputs could have come from actual sensors, but just for the sake of seeing the UI, we can do this as well. Thank you.